Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. As per royal orders, a third session of Council of Oman with the first seating of the State Council and Shura Council is started. The Ministry of Oil and Gas signs 4 agreements for exploration rights in a number of concession blocks in the Sultanate. And Khazan natural gas field produces 1 billion cubic feet of gas daily. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, Emir of the State of Kuwait, on the death of Sheikh Fatima Abdullah Al Ahmed Al Sabah. The inauguration of the third session of Council of Oman started today with the first seating of the State Council and the Shura Council. During the opening, new drafts of project have been discussed. More details with Saif bin Khalfan Al-Kindi in the following report.
With hopes to perform more progress in the legislative work, the opening sitting of the third session in the State Council witnessed proposals of drafts related to financial affairs to boost the national economy and other studies related to the social field. The opening started with speech by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz Al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council, who emphasized the importance of the coming session and shed light on the session agenda. During the session, many issues were discussed, considering the regulations of private family counseling and the psychological guidance.
His Majesty's clear vision in the 1970 regarding healthcare and education in particular have, established the foundation for all the achievements that we have achieved in the healthcare system.
Meanwhile, the Shura Majlis started the third session by electing the Shura Bureau members, in which 14 members competed for the 6 seats of the Bureau.
Today, the Shura Council resumed the activities for this year, and we started with the election of the executive office, which 6 members of the Shura Council are going to be elected today, plus the chairman and the 2 vice chairmen. We are now already in the process. The results going to be announced soon, maybe in half an hour. We wish all the best for the members of Shura Council.
We at Majlis Shura and Human Resources and Youth Committee, we have welcomed this announcement, and actually we have been working, quite some time now in the committee with regard with the challenges of finding jobs or the right jobs for the job seekers. Which the number at the moment by end of September was 45,000. So I think it will help a lot. To bring down the challenges.
The first candidate got 62 votes, while the 6th member had 38 votes. Best wishes have been declared towards more significant legislative and auditing work to the members. After the election process, the first meeting of the Shura Bureau was held to approve the list of candidates to be elected for the permanent committees in the Majlis. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Muscat.
Coinciding with the Sultan's celebration of the 47th Glorious National Day, Muscat University held a ceremony to mark the official inauguration of the first academic year. Through a host of various academic programs in partnership with the British universities of Aston and Cranfield, Muscat University stresses its commitment to provide high-quality education. The inauguration ceremony was held under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Relations Affairs and International Cooperation, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan.
We share ambition for high-quality education and for the research that underpins it. And we are very pleased to be part of this great development in this great nation. The leaders of this nation and His Majesty have a great ambition. The Vice-Chancellor of Muscat University is turning these ambitions into reality, and we're pleased to be part of it. And I'm delighted today to meet the students, because it's the students of today that will become the leaders of tomorrow.
The Ministry of Oil and Gas signed 4 agreements with a number of oil and gas companies to explore oil and gas in the concession block number 30, 31, 49 and 52. The first agreement was signed between the Sultanate government and Tathis Oil Oman Company Limited to the concession block number 49, which is 15,439 square kilometers. The second agreement was the Sultanate and Ara Petroleum Company in the concession block number 31, which is 8,529 square kilometers. The third agreement was signed with Occidental Oman and Oman Oil Company Exploration and Production LLC in block number 30, which is 1,185 square kilometers. Whilst the fourth agreement was signed between the Italian company ANI and Oman Oil Company Exploration and Production LLC in the maritime concession area number 52, which is 90,760 square kilometers. The agreement stipulated that the companies are committed to conduct seismic surveys, geological and geophysical studies, as well as drilling of exploratory wells during the period of the signed contracts. The Ministry of Oil and Gas looks forward that the company's efforts will be crowned with a success in discovering new oil fields, which will contribute to increasing Oman oil reserve and uplifting production rates in the Sultanate. Khazan natural gas field will put the Sultanate on a promised economic future by producing 1 billion cubic feet of natural gas daily during the first stage. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos assigned His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Saeed to officially inaugurate the field, coinciding with the country's celebration of the 47th National Day. The production capacity is expected to reach 1.5 billion cubic feet daily in the second stage, which is known as Hazir, in addition to 25,000 barrels of oil condensate per day. The Omanization level in this project reached 70%, and it will increase to 90% at the time of the start of the second phase. The Ministry of Health organizes a health exhibition on kidney disease under the auspices of His Excellency Hilal Hamid Al Sarmi, member of the Shura Council, representative of ASEEB, with the presence of a number of Ministry of Health Directors General and the healthcare providers at Bosher Polyclinic. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Rabai.
The Directorate General of Health Services in the Governorate of Muscat, represented by the Department of Nursing and Bosher Renal Dialysis Center, organized a health exhibition on kidney and chronic disease. The event aimed at raising awareness on the key factors that cause chronic kidney failure. The exhibition included several corners that highlighted the kidney disease, causes and prevention methods. The therapeutic and non-therapeutic aspects of the disease were spotted, including kidney transplantation and dialysis.
Every region has a major hospital or a regional hospital that delivers care delivery to all people in Oman with the highest standards. We have more than 200 plus health centers, different levels.
The Ministry of Health has 24 centers of renal dialysis in the Sultanate Governorates, in which 1,729 patients receiving blood purification dialysis and 188 patients undergoing peritoneal dialysis at Royal Hospital, as well as hospitals in Sohar, Ibra, Sinau, Rustak and Nizwa. It's worth mentioning that 10% of the population worldwide is affected by chronic kidney disease, and millions die each year because they do not have access to affordable treatment. So it is of great importance here in the Sultanate to mention that kidney disease can be treated with early diagnosis, which will help slow process or stop the progression. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Still to come in our news bulletin. Instilling good values in children topped the discussion of the first International Scientific Conference on Child. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. And now for the international world, the Daesh group affiliate in Yemen claimed responsibility for a suicide car bombing today that targeted security forces in the southern port city of Aden, killing at least 6 people and injuring scores of others. The attack took place at a building in Shah Uthman district in central part of the city. Residents several kilometers away heard a large explosion and saw thick black smoke rising from the area. The attack caused panic in this densely populated area, which is busy with schools, markets and street vendors. The security building is an operation center for the UAE Trend Security Belt, a parallel body to the government forces. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan met top Kuwaiti officials today in Kuwait City. Erdogan is on an official visit in Kuwait. He said yesterday before the departure that the 5-month dispute between Qatar and its Gulf neighbors, regional affairs and bilateral relations will be discussed during his visit. Rescuers today used backhoes and heavy equipment to dig through the debris of building toppled by a powerful earthquake on the border between Iran and Iraq, with weeping women crying out to God as aid workers found new bodies. The grim work began in earnest again at dawn in the Kurdish town of Sarpol-e-Zahib in the western Iranian province of Kermanshah, which appears to be the hardest hit in the magnitude 7.3 earthquake. Kermanshah, an almost entirely Kurdish province nestled in Zagros Mountains and run along the border with Iraq, suffered all of Iran's fatalities from the Sunday night that shook 14 of the country's 31 provinces. The quake killed 430 people in Iran and injured more than 7,400. Iran sits on many major fault lines and is prone to nearly daily quakes. In 2003, a magnitude 6.6 earthquake flattened the historic city of Bam, killing 26,000 people. In 2012, a major casualty earthquake killed over 300. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi pledged in a multilateral meeting in Manila today to cooperate with its Southeast Asian nations counterparts to combat the rise of terrorism. Modi was attending the 2-day regional summit as one of the leaders of East Asia Summit. Counter-terrorism is a key issue being discussed in Manila meeting, which brought together leaders from 21 nations just a month after recent urban battle with militants in southern Philippines of Marawi. The meeting will close today with Philippines hand over chairmanship to Singapore.
For India.
Back to more local news. Talal bin Saeed Al Ma'mari, Chief Executive Officer of Oman Tel, pointed out that Omantel's investment in marine cables has contributed in attracting a number of global companies working in the field of technology and information technology to open their own centers in the Sultanate. Oman telecommunications company Omantel has launched the 5th generation technology in collaboration with Ericsson Global Company. This experiment sheds light on the capabilities of potential of this developed technology in reality, including tests on speed, movement, response and roaming. This step emphasizes Omantel's commitment on adopting best technological techniques which contribute in promoting the information technology and telecommunications sector of the Sultanate. The first international scientific conference on child was held in the Governorate of Muscat. The 3-day conference discussed the vision and aspirations that contribute in the growth of an educated generation, as well as instilling the good and right values in children to enrich their knowledge and make them capable to face the challenges of future. The conference witnessed a wide participation from experts from various countries, and they reviewed the topics related to influence of religion, internet and other elements on child culture. His Excellency Sameh Shukri, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Egypt, and his accompanying delegation arrived in the Sultanate today on a visit. Upon arrival, he was received by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. His Excellency Ambassador Mohammed bin Awad Al Hassan, Charge d'Affaires at the Foreign Ministry for Political Affairs. His Excellency Egypt's ambassador accredited to the Sultanate and a number of officials at the ministry. The Egyptian minister will hold talks with His Excellency, the minister responsible for foreign affairs, regarding the strong relations between the two brotherly countries and the latest Arab and regional developments of mutual concern. His Highness Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber As-Sabah, Emir of Kuwait, received credentials of His Excellency Dr. Adnan bin Ahmed Al-Ansari, Ambassador to the Sultanate to Kuwait. During the sideline meeting with the ambassador, conveyed His Majesty's the Sultan's greetings and best wishes of good health, happiness and long life, and for the Kuwaiti people continuous progress and prosperity. On his part, His Highness the Emir of Kuwait welcomed His Excellency the Ambassador and asked him to convey his greetings and best wishes of good health and happiness to His Majesty the Sultan, and expressed his hope of further developing the bilateral relations between both countries. His Excellency Yahya bin Saeed Al-Jabri, Chairman of Board of Directors of Special Economic Zone Authority of Duqm, received His Excellency Dimitris Styliares, President of the House of Representatives of Cyprus, and his accompanying delegation. During the meeting, they reviewed the existing economic relations between the Sultanate and Cyprus, and as well efforts exerted to encourage businessmen to make economic partnerships and contribute in enhancing commercial exchange. The Cypriot delegation got acquainted with the investment opportunities and facilities provided to establish economic projects in Duqm, in addition to ways of enhancing commercial relations between both sides. His Excellency Dimitris Styliares, President of the House of Representatives of Cyprus, and his accompanying delegation paid a visit to the Sultan Armed Forces Museum in Beit al-Falaj. During the visit, they toured the museum and got acquainted with the manuscripts and historical miniatures that highlight the Omani architecture. They were also briefed about the development stages of Sultan Armed Forces under the prosperous era of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. After the decision of a Council of Ministers to establish one inspection station using risk management system in integration with Bayan system, Royal Oman Police will take over the supervision and follow up the system, which will contribute to enhance the logistic field in the Sultanate. ROP signed a cooperation agreement with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, Wealth, Ministry of Environment and Climate Affairs, and Ministry of Transport and Communications. Signing the agreements aimed to facilitate the custom procedures and issue clearance for the companies. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate, with chances of dust raising wind over desert areas and low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorate of South Sharqiya. Winds will be northerly to northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. As per royal orders, a third session of Council of Oman with the first sitting of the State Council and Shura Council is started. The Ministry of Oil and Gas signs 4 agreements for exploration rights in a number of concession blocks in the Sultanate. And Khazan natural gas field produces 1 billion cubic feet of gas daily. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.